Alright guys, welcome back for another edition of Nighttime. Join us tonight, have a beautiful crazy lady.
Hello.
And Pugsley.
Good evening.
And joining us tonight on the bar we have Bar Boy Gary.
How are yous all?
Good mate, good. Feeling alright?
Feeling a little bit sore.
Yeah?
A little bit sore.
Speaking of sore, the Go-kart challenge I believe was on the weekend and it was won I believe. Is that correct?
Yes. By none other than?
Yes. Victorious.
Does that mean we get to shower you in that?
Smitter Schumacher.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shower you with that tub stuff.
Should have got some champagne and you could drink out of my shoe.
I'll shower you later, Don. But it was a good day. I will take my hat off to a few people. First one, well, I won't say loser, I'd say rear end participant. Christopher, done rather well. Never driven a car before, never driven anything other than his wife up the wall. Done rather well. And I think he, the hats go off to Chris, I believe. Yeah. So
he's a good loser. I mean that in a nice way.
So I'll give him a little dragon for this week. Goes to Chris for that performance of the week, I think. Done rather well. And but there's one but. Okay, first of all, second of all, the crazy lady come in second. Third was the Hudson Hornet himself, Gary. So yeah, but there has been a protest, and a rematch has been asked to happen for a re-race. Apparently, it's been a little bit of kart tampering.
Ooh.
Oh.
Maybe something was tampered, but it wasn't the card.
So, I'm more keen to do it again. I'll do it again. Are you?
Yep.
Double or nothing?
Yeah.
A double or nothing?
Yep.
What's the double or nothing,
Well,
Smitter?
he's already... Well, actually, hang on. No, let's put it this way. He's already got the Smitter tattoo.
Yes.
He can't get out of that. But this is for another one.
Where's he getting the tattoo? Has he told you?
No, but that'll be our homework for... We'll find out where he's getting it. And we'll get back to us later. But it's on. Round 2.
I'm in.
Round 2. It's on. It's just the crew. That's it. Yeah. Winner takes all.
Will the tattoo will be a double smitter?
Or should we do reverse grid? Fastest to the back.
Well,
yeah,
considering how fast you were. But I think it was fitting that you won because it was a birthday celebration as well. So.
Oh, no.
Kylie, shush, we let him win. Shh.
Okay.
I think the best part is when I ended up on you.
Did you?
Say what?
Say that again.
Well,
Does that happen very often?
Can you elaborate, please?
Well, when his go-kart was there and mine was on top, like, remember Aerosmith, the album?
Dude looks like a lady.
Yeah, he does, actually. The album where the two cars are on top of each other.
But you went over him, didn't you?
So, were you doing a bit of kart tampering yourself?
Yes.
I've been known to be associated with the cartels, yes. But anyway, moving on. It was a great day. Big shout out to Extreme Indoor Go-Karts, Min and Luke Searle and the crew. Absolutely couldn't bend over backwards enough to make us enjoy it. And I'll tell you what, 6 races was pretty good. I loved it. I could go another 6, I reckon.
You were buggered too.
No, it was by the end of it. I'll come home and I did a little bit of driving when I come home, but back and forth to McDonald's a couple of times. But
did you clock the fastest time, or was that Braden?
I don't know who got the fastest time actually.
Braden got 19 seconds something, and he was the fastest for the whole week that had just gone.
Yeah, I don't know how it works.
I'll throw it out. Yeah, let's have a Let's do the fastest time this run too.
Who does the fastest lap out of the whole race?
Mm-hmm. Out of the 3 races, fastest lap as well. So there'll be a little prize for the fastest lap.
Okay.
So not just a winner, but fastest lap as well.
Would we be doing that one on our own, or?
Yeah, it's just a crew.
No, I'm talking like, how we did the fastest lap. Sort of,
No. All together.
All together, yeah.
But the thing is, I know people said, but there's people on the track slowing you down. Just do it early. Off you go.
Not when they're in the middle of the track, though. It's really hard.
It was like Mario Kart. It was like it, wasn't it? Like you hit them in the back and they just
should have got
around.
some banana skins.
Yeah. But anyway, big shout out to Minion and Chris. They did rather well on there as well. I thought they were pretty good.
And Cam was involved.
Yeah, poor Cam. Poor Cam. I've got to say it. Up the ramp. Got to the top of the ramp. For some reason, his cart stopped and he rolled straight back down.
No, did it stop or did he just press the wrong button?
So if you ask his wife, he probably pressed the wrong button. But anyway, moving on. That was an awesome day. We'll be back very soon for that, and might throw it out there to some listeners later on in another one too, and have a nighttime day down there eventually as well. So moving on. And what questions we got in the bar tonight, there, Gary?
Well, just before we go, extreme go-karting, 2 thumbs up, go. Take our word for its beauty. Our first question for the night: is it right to sack Adam O'Brien and sign Justin Holbrook? Matt Antiwell.
No. Why would you sign a coach that hasn't delivered at another club when all of a sudden we're just about to get in the 8 and going places? It doesn't make sense. Some people go, it's for the assistant roles because some of the assistants are moving on. No. Because if it was, why wouldn't Adam O'Brien know about it?
Yes.
Excuse me. So,
Yeah, just leave him.
Yeah,
I think it's a weak, low act, I think.
Right now, they're in a purple patch. Why sack him?
Well, if you're going to, at least, I just don't understand. Like, he's going all right now.
Oh, absolutely.
And a lot of it has come back to positional changes and stuff.
Oh.
I still think there's too many Chiefs in that club, not enough Indians.
Oh.
And some people run them things that shouldn't be running things. I'll come out and say it too. Phil Gardner can run a leagues club, run a business, or probably the best in the business. But I think he just needs to step back a bit from the running of the actual football club. Just doesn't seem to be working.
I did read in the Newcastle Herald that he did come out and say that that's all rubbish with Holbrook coming. So,
well, he was there at a meeting.
That's right.
So what do you have a meeting for? Was he getting a caretaker's job? So, I mean, if you're going to get caught, own it. So,
let's just see how this year pans out.
Well, he's got my support.
Well, he doesn't deserve to go.
No, I back him. So, he's doing a good job at the moment. I think the players seem to be working with him too, so why would you do it? Maybe, like I said, there's too many people in higher places, so to speak, at the club that shouldn't be saying things and having a say in things and actually are. So,
my personal opinion, I believe this year is one of the best years in a long time for Team Harmony. How good they've been getting on and how well they've been playing. There's only been 1 or 2 bad games this year.
we're turned around. Like, as I said, things are not going to happen overnight. It's took a time, and now it's starting to change.
So,
Now they want to get rid of the coach for a bloke that couldn't even get 2 wins on the track. Just doesn't make sense. Anyway, it's a no for me.
All the no's. Question 2. Do you think Valentine Holmes' 3-week ban is harsh on the head high of Jaden Campbell? From Tim.
3 weeks. Yeah, I do. I do think it's harsh. Depends when Penrith are playing the Cowboys on. If it's within 3 weeks, then it's not harsh.
So yeah, I've got no troubles with suspensions and whatever, as long as it's consistent.
And there's not.
That's
There's
the
definitely
issue.
not.
That's the issue. Yeah, I mean, if you're a Roosters player, Jared Ware-Hargraves, he seems just to get fined.
Absolutely.
When's the suspension come from that, bro?
Well, Peachy, I think Peachy got,
2 weeks, wasn't it?
yeah.
There wasn't much in that.
And then there was a head high from, I've just had a memory blank. Who did we play?
Cronulla.
There you go, Sharks. One of the Sharks players did a head high on us and got away with it.
Yeah, it wasn't much in the PG one. I don't mean. Old mate's sort of going down a little bit, and no intent. Yeah, it was, oh, they get forceful. Well, you're going into a tackle, you knucklehead. You're not going to go into a tackle with a feather or touch. It's going into a tackle, it's forceful. It's not intent to take out his head. Old mate's going down. Yeah. I'm not going to say, but you know what I say about the NRL.
Yeah, I think 3 weeks is a bit harsh.
Maybe a week, 2 at the most, a week and a fine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They were talking, the commentators were saying about that. They, Andrew Johnson, they said they slow it right down and watching these head highs. He said played at real motion as a minute second between the bloke ready to tackle him and the bloke slipping. They played in slow-mo and it looks a lot worse than it is.
Yes.
But there's no head high is a good head high, if you know what I mean.
But the thing is too, this judiciary, they just, it's like they've got a lucky dip and they pull out, oh, yep, suspension,
They
3
got their
weeks.
favourites.
Yeah.
It's just,
JWH has got his over there and
Yeah.
2000's fine.
see
Sorry.
the whole NRL needs a shake-up, but when I say that, it includes the judicial system. The whole lot, like, the whole NRL won't negotiate with the players. Well, this is half the reason why the players are not going anywhere in this threatening strikes, because the NRL said, no, too bad, that's it. Now, can't they be grown up enough and the boss of the NRL and the boss of the Players Association sit down and come to some kind of agreement that's in the best interest of the game and the fans? But it's like, you know, none of them want to budge. They need someone in the NRL that's going to, you know, not give in to them, but see reason and say, well, what's best for the game? Is it sitting here carrying on like this?
Yeah.
Because it's not. Anyway.
Question 3 from Brett Nabel. Will the Knights make the top 8? Stop. I know Smither was ready to jump in there. And if so, out of the current 8, who out of the current 8 will drop out? You can't say paramedics were already out.
Sharks.
I don't even know how they're still in there.
Sharks will go, Knights will come in.
Very good. I like some thinking Sharks as well.
Yep.
Yep.
They're
That's mine.
not playing real well, are they?
Sharks, and they've just lost the fullback for the season.
Will Kennedy.
Will Kennedy. Hugo Hines going to go back to fullback, so...
I'm not
Shuffle.
sure about the Raiders either.
Oh, I've got more faith in the Raiders than the Sharks, but yeah, the Raiders are probably another one that may come out.
Cowboys might drop out. I know they will.
Cowboys will bounce back.
Yeah. Is Para in the 8?
No.
No. The Raiders and the Sharks are my ones that won't. Oh, are the Raiders in the 8 still?
I think so.
I'm not sure of the draw.
Well, yeah,
the ladder.
I think they must be, but definitely the Sharks will come out, the Knights will go in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Sharks to me.
Just a quick one. Will Parramatta get back up there?
No.
Take me bat and ball and I'm going home.
No, they could, but...
We've got a pretty hard run. We've got
Yeah.
2 easy ones. But easies, the teams haven't got anything to play for, so
Yeah, that's right.
you know,
There's
it's a big
such-
question mark.
From here on in,
There's no
There's
easy
no
games.
easy game.
Yeah.
you know, like we got the Dogs and we got St George. They're not going to be easy.
And they've also got, like, who they got, with this weekend, the Dolphins. Like, there's no easy games in the NRL.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, question 4. Is it wrong for the Knights power brokers to meet with other coaches? Blake Polton.
Yes. I do. I think it's a disruption to the team.
Yeah, through the season it is, yeah.
Yeah.
If they're going to do it, keep it hush, 100%. I mean, don't disrupt the team.
No wonder the players don't want to talk to the media.
But it's the thing, like, look at all this week through NRL 360 and that other knucklehead. What's his name? It's the old bloke's name. Buzz Rothfield. You know, it's all about the Knights, this and that. We're in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. We should be in the headlines for the good that we're starting to do this late charge in the finals. And it's you can't tell me it's not disrupting the team. You don't know who's going to be your coach next year. Who's going to be there? The signings of some players that Some haven't signed. Some don't know if they're signed or not. So that's a disruption too.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to sign them, sign them. If you're not, tell them now straight away, mate, you need to look for another club. Not just sit there in limbo, some players don't know what's going on. You know, like, you want the best out of your players, well, let them know their future.
Exactly. Question 5. If the Knights win the next 5 games, where is the best position they can be on the ladder, and do you think it will allow them a home semi-final? Shane Garth.
Big Shane,
That's a hard question, that one.
it's a hard, because you don't know who's going to win or lose. I don't think they'll get as far as 4th, so I'd say it's no
For the home game.
home semi-final.
Seventh or 8th for me.
I think as high as 6, but I don't think they'll get any higher than 6. So, yeah, unfortunately it won't be a home semi-final.
Unless there's results goes that way.
Yeah, but I think there has to be a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's possible, but it's a long shot. So I'd say 6 for me. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I'd say the bottom part of the top 8.
Which is doable anyway.
Oh,
Like, you know,
Never,
you only got to be there to win it.
never cancel anything out.
So yeah. Anyway, is that it for this week?
That's it for us this week. Keep them coming in, and we'll keep reading them out.
Oh, anyway, yeah, some good questions there. That's for sure. We'll get into a little bit of a night review. It was a good game. I quite enjoyed. I thought it might have been a bit closer than that, but I was pretty close with my bold prediction.
which was?
Gamble the score and Gamble get a field goal.
We got the try.
Yeah, and Hastings went for the field goal.
Oh, okay.
So I was close.
So Bradman had a try disallowed. Greg Marzu got a try, and so did
Dominic.
Tyson.
Yeah.
They're the ones that sent you birthday wishes.
What's there? There you go.
Have another birthday.
Does that mean another go-kart trip too?
Why not?
We're having that anyway, so might as well have a birthday.
True.
Yeah, no, that's it. And big shout out to all the boys that sent me a message. Yeah, that's really good. Especially, it's good when Tyson personally made it. Said a few things, and all the way over from the UK, Sione.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. No, but how's that? Miss seeing your bigger head.
Yeah.
It's not that big. But no, that's good. They're back on the game. Canberra weren't that good either, but I don't think.
No.
But was it us playing them badly?
Well, I think the Knights just got on the front foot early, and the Raiders just couldn't get into the game.
But yeah, 2 points. We'll take that.
It's a great win down there too.
With 5 games left in the regular season, Dom Young now sits just 1 shy of equaling the Knights' record for most tries in a season, which stands at 21.
Oh.
He'll get there.
Yukula Uwate.
Yes.
He'll get there.
All right, he'll get there. Yeah, true.
For sure.
Good to see too that when that Sebastian Chris, he was put on for a report for a dangerous tackle in midair on Kalen Ponga. Kalen Ponga got straight up, said I'm fine.
Yep.
Didn't try and milk the penalty or anything.
Yeah.
So that's a good sportsmanship.
That's bloody oath it is. I'm sick of seeing him lay down for no...
I mean, we got the penalty anyway, but, he didn't try and milk it for more. And even, too, after the game, Ricky Stewart acknowledged that as well and gave Kalen Ponga credit. Imagine if he stayed down. You weak-gutted dog.
But his press conference was funny.
Talking about that weak-gutted dog, read today that he signed with the Dogs.
Yes, he has. Yeah, yep.
Oh.
Yeah, good game. Excuse me, pardon me. Still a little bit of improvement. But I think our halves are gelling really well with Kalen. And I was really impressed with the defence of the side this
Last
week.
2 weeks, take Melbourne and then Canberra. It's a pretty good effort, only 20 points.
So, yeah, quite happy with that, that's for sure.
But after that high tackle on Ponga, where he got up 5 minutes later, he went off for HIA, but passed it obviously and went back on.
Yeah. I suppose they've got to check it these days, don't they?
Especially with him, he's prone to it.
Yeah, I mean, it still needs an independent doctor at each ground. If you can afford to take the game to Las Vegas, you can afford to have a doctor at each game. And realistically, it's probably more safer for the players if there is a doctor there. I mean, there is a doctor there, each team. So why can't each team, be a independent? We'll have the two of them. The two of the doctors from both teams, with each other and make that decision. Got to be a better way than having a bloke out the back of Afghanistan watching it on a TV.
Might be Zimbabwe.
Oh, it could be, or Jamaica or something, but anyway. It was a good game, absolutely. We're quite happy with it, but we might get into night of the round while we're here. What do you reckon?
Okay.
Do you want to start?
No, because I've got to find it.
Okay, I'll start. My 3 went to Tyson Gamble. I gave him 3, and I can, and I will, and I did. No, I was really happy with his defence. Over a few weeks' time, people were bagging his defence a bit, but didn't put a foot wrong with defence this week, I thought, and scored a try. So, and sent me a birthday message, so he gets my 3 points. KP, I thought he had another great game, so he gets 2. Dom Young gets 1, played well himself, and Greg Marju gets a special mention for sending me a birthday message. I thought he was pretty cool. So, I like Marju. He's a funny guy,
He is, yeah. Yeah.
He is quite down to earth.
Yeah. You got yours?
Yes, after I just panicked. But you can go if you like, Corey.
Oh, okay. All right. 3 points go to Ponga for me. 2 go to Jacob Safidi, and I gave 1 point to Fitzgibbon. I thought he had another great game as well.
Yeah, Lockie's played good in the last few weeks.
He's underrated. My 3 go to Marzu. He's always putting in a monster effort. And he also sent you birthday wishes.
Trip.
2 go to Gamble, just to make Smitto happy. He had an awesome game. From what I did see, I didn't see the whole game, but yeah, he also scored and sent you birthday wishes. And 1 goes to Brodie Jones. Not only did he play well, but he also sent you birthday wishes via inbox on the weekend.
Yes, I must admit.
He's just a champion down earth guy.
Yep, out of the blue, Browns just sends me a message to me and Cruz, and
On your actual birthday.
yeah,
That's nice.
I must admit I talk to Broads regularly through the week, and
And you didn't even have to say, hey, it's my birthday?
no, he's just I feel really sort of gutted in a way that the Knights haven't signed him yet, and another homegrown player that we've let go, and one of the nice guys that he's an absolute champion. So Broads, if you're watching, mate, hope you have a big one this week, and
Play well, mate.
yeah, as I said to him, I said, if the Knights don't sign you, I know someone that would probably like to see you down at Penrith.
You.
Yeah, that too. But good on you, bros. Gaz.
My 3 went to Gamble, because I know he's your favourite, and played well. Marju for 2 and Fitzy for 1.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with them. No, they all play pretty well. Even Leo Thompson never stops trying each week, but
Unsung hero.
yeah, we'll get in there a little bit later. But did you see the price he's on each yearly?
No.
200k. And then you go to Saifidi, who's on I believe I have it here.
Yeah.
He'd be on a good quid because he plays Origin as well.
Well, you just have a look at this. Daniel Saifidi, 750.
Right.
Jaden Brayley, 600. Tyson Frizzell, 750. Lockie Fitz, 350. Adam Elliott, 450. Leo Thompson, 200.
Bit rude.
Yeah. I know he's going to probably get up there soon, but no disrespect to any of these players who are on this kind of money, but
Well, look, he's leaving, so that'll free up 350.
But, I mean, you look at Jaden Brayley, hasn't played much in 2 years. He's on 600k. And you look at Leo Thompson, that busts his ass every week. He's always coming off battered and bruised. 200k. I mean, that's a steal of a bloke. If you ask me, for that price.
You go well in your Supercoach points as well.
Oh, I don't do that. I'm not.
So is it Tyson Gamble or Marzu this week?
I believe it's Tyson Gamble with all the points that was tallied up there.
Okay.
Gamble's the man today.
Gamble time.
Gamble time.
Gamble time.
Gamble responsibly.
Anyway, while we're on there, let's do what caught my eye. While we're in the same, sort of area, let's do what caught my eye, other than me.
I've got a whole book of what caught my eye this week.
Alright, you can start.
Do we really want to go there?
Yeah, why not?
Alright. The first one is the NRL logo was covered with tape on all players' jerseys. I like how the Knights had the pink tape because it was women in league around. Some teams, Panthers, amongst others, did not. Well, I couldn't see any pink anywhere.
Yeah, it's sort of gone out the window now because the women is in league. And I'm all for, like we said, okay, that's cool.
But don't declare it.
That's right, so get rid of it. Do another round.
Yes. My second one is the Broncos game where Grant Atkins, he was in the way of a Broncos player. He clearly would have scored if the ref wasn't there, but they disallowed the try.
Yeah, that's a load of horse shit if you ask me. Like, if he's in the way, that should be a, what do they call it, infringement.
The try scorer tripped over him, but the line was right behind him and he didn't make it.
It was only like a metre.
Yeah.
He would have scored. So that's when the referee or the video referee has to go, they check it. In our opinion, if he didn't get hit by that, he would have scored. Bang, award the try.
100%.
Because imagine if that decided the game.
Then there was another one where you were yelling at the TV, even though we don't like the Broncos at the moment, where there was a bad call where that Broncos player was offside, and the bunker checked it. He wasn't offside, but they disallowed the try anyway.
Tony Staggs, they said he's offside.
And he wasn't.
He wasn't offside. Like, what are you watching? And he scored the try. Even Tony Staggs got up and he's like, so you just think, once again, how can they get it so blatantly wrong? It's destroying the game for the fans. That's who that's who's getting. But anyway,
Scratch your head every week, don't you?
It's absolutely appalling. Anyway, what caught my?
Hang on a minute, I've got one more.
Oh, my bad.
I told you I'd.
Sorry, I thought you finished.
No. Okay, so Melbourne Storm. This has been an uproar all over the internet. They shared a thing that said, "We are incredibly excited and proud to celebrate where everything started and how far we've come tonight at Marvel Stadium against the Eels." They've got 99, 07, 09, 12, 17, 20 are the years that they won the premiership. 07 and 09 are the years that they cheated.
And got stripped.
So had they not breached the salary cap and had those players that weren't supposed to be there, they wouldn't have won. Well, chances were they wouldn't have.
And as Paul Gallen said, you can't take it off the players that play there, the emotions, everything they went through, you can't take that away from them. That's fine.
What about the Parramatta and the Manly supporters?
No, he's saying because they were there, they experienced it, you can't take that away. But the trophies were. And Billy Slater came out and said, well, if you don't like it, don't watch it. That was very arrogant for me. And to me, the Storm just going, NRL, we'll do what we want.
Yeah.
So why hasn't the NRL stepped in now and gone, hey, pull it down, get rid of it? They haven't.
No, they haven't.
They let them get away with it. So, that's other words, do you Parramatta? We'll rub your nose in it. Same with Manly, was it?
Yeah.
It's absolutely disgraceful. And for Billy Slater saying, if you don't like it, don't watch it.
Yeah, wrong.
Well, if you don't like it, don't cheat.
That's right.
So, to be honest, I haven't done it for a while, but what that's
your goat.
That's got my goat this week. That was absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. And, they should have been fined and made to change it all. But they spent 20 grand on replica trophies. So they knew what they were doing.
And my apologies, because this is the only one that comes to mind right now. When Parramatta cheated that year, they had all points stripped off them.
Right back to zero.
That's right.
What about when Canterbury cheated a few years ago, all those years ago as well? They got all their points taken off them.
Yeah.
That's right.
They were. So why not Storm? Anyway.
That was my novel. Thanks.
I know. Anyway, what caught my eye was the sign that bloke had at the Canberra game. Yeah, love you, Kaylin, give me head. But in between me head was your, and after the head was gear in little writing. So, give me your head gear. So, I thought that was pretty cool.
Was it his sign or did he pinch it? Because the TV went at the end of the game, you could see a woman holding it.
Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe he thought it was a little bit funny, man holding it, but that takes me out there. There's been some really good signs over the last of late I've seen out there too, like Porsche's Gamble one, and Cruz has got a Unleash the Beast with Leo Thompson. So yeah, there's been some really good ones out there, that's for sure. But that's up there with the best. I remember years back when we had Willie Mason and Alan Tongue was playing.
No.
It's who needs a big Willie when you've got a good wicked tongue or something like that. Like they were. That's what caught my eye anyway.
All right. So on the back of last week, we discussed how we discussed that the Knights didn't do any try scoring celebrations. You were looking.
Yep.
Well, guess what? Both women and men did it.
Oh, right.
And the women did a really good, nice rendition of Rowing Your Boat after they scored a try. They're all in the boat going doing this and that. So, yeah, so I thought it was...
I missed it. What did they do, sorry?
Yeah, I'm not doing it again.
Oh.
But, yeah, so, they must have heard you.
Yeah, well, maybe Tyson did too.
I would have liked to see him throw the deck of cards out, but...
Yeah, maybe he thought it looked a little bit weird,
Yeah.
But maybe he could have spun KP on the ground or something roulette wheel.
Yeah. Anyway, that was...
It should be more, not just dry July. There should be all the way through the finals. They should extend it to, or all the way to the end of the year. I reckon it was great, and look at how many teams participated. Especially the women's did really get into it as well.
Yeah, they did some crackers.
So Brian Tittle.
Yes.
Done quite a few.
We made $400,000.
So it'll be split up between the two. Craig Stapleton and
Nathan Stapleton and Daniel Anderson.
Yeah. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good on him. So and it brought a bit of fun to the rounds as well. So
well, since the inception of Try July, they've raised. This was back in 2020. Since then, they've raised $1,025,000.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
They're good. Hats off to them for the company for donating that.
That's a great idea.
Anyway, guys.
What caught my eye is away from the football, down to extreme go-karting again. One of them, when the crazy lady was in one of the first races, Delwyn, Christopher's wife, jumps up to the fence and she's screaming at the top of her voice, "Go Kylie, go Kylie, go Kylie, go Kylie." And I said, Delwyn, she's got a helmet on and she's racing. She can't hear you.
Oh, bless her cotton socks.
But, wish we had a camera at the back there. She was going right off. And the other one was when Big Smitter mounted the back of Pugsley Corey's cart along the fence straight. It was awesome to see. These carts are heavy and stick to the road like glue, and Smitter had it up over the back of his cart and he was riding him well around the first corner. To a degree.
The words a little bit better, but hopefully we can get the footage of that.
No wonder Corey's sore.
Because I was riding him.
It took me 2 days to get sore.
Whoa!
Doesn't say much for you then, does it? Anyway,
We don't want to go to a break after that.
Nah, but it would have been good to... You know what it reminded me of? Remember the cartoons as well? You know where they used to...
Yep.
Or the Aerosmith movie... album where he's riding the other car. It was pretty good. Did it hurt?
2 days later.
I must admit a big apology to Luke for dismantling his car.
Bits and pieces on it.
So is that what caught everyone's eye this week?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Alright, we might take a few short messages from our sponsor.
Support our show sponsor, Grand Matriarch Distillery, that gives us the beautiful Grand Matriarch vodka that you see on our show every week. Join the reward program, and for every 9 bottles you purchase, you do get 1 free. Grand Matriarch Distilling in the beautiful Sapphire Coast of New South Wales. You cannot go wrong with their product, I promise you. That's grandmatriarch.com.au.
Alright guys, it's that time of night again. Time where we go up the other end of Australia for the Rush Quarter Hour with Elliot. How are you, buddy?
Mate, how are you?
Mate, yeah, not too bad. Another win always makes it good.
Yeah, and winning away too against a pretty good football side. It's you always notice when the Knights are winning, it's the only time they talk about us on shows like 360, etc. Yeah, something's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say they need to get a life. I suppose they do, but there's always just some. You never hear any good stuff from them. You know what I mean? It's always negative towards the Knights.
Yeah, it's hard to say much negative at the moment. Obviously, the one they're whacking at the moment is the fact the club met with Justin Holbrook the week after we'd found a way to beat Melbourne. But I did read Jack Cogger has signed today a 3-year deal, so it's a handy bit of depth.
Yeah, so does that say Adam Clune's gone?
Yeah, so Clune, they're saying is going to go to the UK. Nothing confirmed yet, but that's what everyone involved there seems to think. I know the Knights are meeting too with Bud Sullivan from the Dragons as well.
Right.
So.
He was at Tigers headquarters last week as well. So
my only issue is that are we going to have too many halves? Really?
Well, we probably, to be honest, haven't had enough the last couple. I mean, we got Lockie Miller playing in the 6, where that's not his natural position. In Reggie's, that is obviously. We've probably been short of depth. I don't think we'll land Sullivan. You're right. He hasn't met with the Tigers, and there's a few people there that seem to think he's all but locked in. But I don't think it would be the worst thing to add a little bit more experience depth.
So Connor Watson's now on the radar for a couple of clubs.
Parry ruled him out. As much as it would be nice seeing him come back, but yeah, I think the Dogs, the Tigers, and now the Roosters are apparently back in the race too.
All of a sudden, other clubs are interested, so now the Roosters are interested.
Yeah, it's normally how it works, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd like to see him go to the Tigers, I think, with Clam and Appy and that. They could build something good there. Yeah, either way, I hope it all goes good for Connor. Yeah. But, mate, awesome game on the weekend. Good to see KP back to his best as well. Yeah, everything's fitting like a well-oiled machine now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it is. I think this weekend is a bit of a danger game. We're heavy favourites. That Dolphins side we've seen at times through the season have shown up and fought well out of their weight class. So I don't think that'll be a walk in the park whatsoever. I expect that game to be a close one. But the Knights' left-hand attack at the moment is just... I would go as far as saying it's almost the best attacking edge in the competition. It just teams are unable to stop them, and good sides haven't been able to stop them. I tell you, watching that game too on the telly, one of the best things about it was a couple of times you heard the Newcastle chant, which is always nice when it's a away game. So yeah, it was a good watch.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was good to see. It's it's hard for a lot of people, I suppose, where they're working and getting that, but good to see they've got a following no matter where they go. So hopefully the same in Perth this week.
Yeah, and for Adam Elliott to go back and play the way he did against his old club, I thought he was one of the best on the field. I actually think the last 2 weeks we've finally seen what we probably expected from Adam Elliott, because he was playing really well at Canberra last year. Took me a while, I think, to fit into the system in Newcastle, but yeah, the last 2 weeks of footy he's played, I think he's been outstanding. I know he had an error or two on the weekend, but he's an extra ball player in that 13 position, and yeah, I think he's carrying the ball well too. I've really enjoyed watching him. Yeah,
no, they're really, really clicking in again. That's another thing too with the whole Adam O'Brien. You need to replace him. Well, I think everything's starting to work, so give him time.
Yeah, I just don't understand a lot of that, and the Holbrook meeting does baffle me a little bit, because all of our assistants are re-signed for next year, so anyone saying, they were meeting to see if he'd link up and be an assistant, but that's not true. I understand you got to do your due diligence and that kind of thing, but I'm an Adam O'Brien fan, and I look at the first 2 seasons, he takes the team to the 8. Last year, the big blunder, and it is partly on him, a big part's on him, was letting Mitch Pearce go. I think if Mitch Pearce doesn't leave, that the Knights are probably another a top 8 team. But last year was a bit of a shambles, and this year we're right there or thereabouts. So I'd certainly be letting him at least have his next year, because you got to look at, okay, who's better out there on the market. I don't think there's a better available coach out there on the market than Adam O'Brien.
No, there's not. With the 5 that they've been looking at, there's no one better than O'Brien. But in his defence with Pearce, I don't think Pearce was in Newcastle anymore. You know, it was a hard one for AOB. Like, do you keep a player there that doesn't really want to be there? So
yeah, and I mean the Dragons are going through that with Ben Hunt at the moment. I would have liked to see a bit more of an attempt to try and keep him for, hey, yep, support you going to Catalans, but we do need one more year out of you. We are determined to be a top 8, top 6 team. And it I don't want to harp on the past too much, but with him going, we saw Jake Clifford's football fell apart. You know, young kids that I think were benefiting from having Mitch Pearce around. We didn't get anywhere near the best out of them. So I reckon that's the one big blunder on Adam's resume, and I reckon he'll admit that too. But outside of that, I think he's done a good job at the club.
Well, I just don't get that they've met with Holbrook. What's Holbrook done to really say, hey, I can take your club to the next level? Paul McGregor, you know, Madge Maguire. None of these candidates are really, you know, is it back to where they're saying that it's got something to do with his manager, what's his name, Moses?
Yeah, well, again, you can decide what you read into that. There's a few of our Reggie's players that look to be leaving at the end of the year. I'm spewing we're losing young Maps. Map Upalungi looks like he's on the way out.
Yeah.
Hunt, Johns, a couple others. They are all represented by Isaac Moses. And that may mean nothing, right? But there are a few clubs that don't necessarily have the world's best relationship with him, and he does manage Adam O'Brien too. In terms of the meetings had, the only one I can really understand is Michael Maguire. I've got a lot of respect for anyone that's won competitions. What he's done with the New Zealand national team too, he's incredibly experienced. But again, is he a better fit than Adam O'Brien at the club currently? I'd argue he probably isn't.
Well, they've come out today and said he's guaranteed for next year, so... Yeah, I think...
Yeah, well, guarantees in rugby league normally means you're fired the next week, unfortunately.
Well...
That's true.
Yeah, you're right there, so... but, yeah, I mean, who would want to be a coach at the moment? You know what I mean?
You don't want to coach anytime.
But yeah, he's here for another year, but they won't extend his contract beyond 2024.
Yeah, and that's what his management is seeking at the moment, and smart time. Well, the Iron's hot, as they say. The team's going well, and they seem to have bought into him, what he wants to achieve, that kind of thing. They are seeking an extension at the moment. I think the club are saying, you know, let's park it and wait till the end of the year, which I get it. I think it's as simple as if the Knights make the 8, he'll get extended. If they find a way to miss it, I wouldn't be surprised to not see Adam O'Brien in Newcastle next year.
Surely, God, we're not going to miss the 8 now. You know.
Well, don't say that. Don't be the one that jinxes us.
Yeah, well, I'll say we're going to, because then it won't.
It's a good run home.
Yeah, it is, and so they're playing some good footy.
Yep.
I also think one of my favourites, Gamble's starting to play some really good defensive football.
Yeah. He's, I was thinking of you on the weekend, because I think one of the knocks on him has been his kicking game a little bit. He's got a big boot, but in terms of turning the ball over in good areas, I reckon that's where he missed a little bit. But I thought that was the best game he had with the boot against Canberra. I think it started with that the kick down the field that I think we might have got a repeat set from. But his general kicking was good, and you know, there's a lot to like about the way he's going. He doesn't overplay his hand. He's the ultimate competitor, and you're right, his defence, he doesn't miss too many.
Yeah, and the old Wiggles try. Got to try the Wiggles celebration.
Yeah, I'm going to park that one down as the worst try celebration of all of Try July. Sadly, he did his best. I love Dom Young's Tamana Tau. I just was upset. Obviously, that try didn't count in the end. But yeah, I think Gambles for next year needs a bit of work.
For me, I like the Greg Marju Ponga on the barber chair. That was pretty good.
Oh, it was brilliant. You could tell they'd done a bit of work on that too, which I appreciated.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good. And, mate, off to Perth this weekend?
Say that again, sorry?
They're off to Perth this weekend.
Yeah. So I think they said they're going over there early for a bit of bonding, get out of town, and probably a away trip's not the worst thing in the world this time of year, and get sorted. And I think we're going to hear, in a bit more good news, we should hear Nari Tuala re-signing over the next couple of days, which is good to.
That's awesome, mate. Good to wrap him up, that's for sure. But, mate, thanks for joining us again this week. Always good to have a win and hear from you again. So hopefully we can hear from you next week and have another win.
5 in a row would be nice. I'm marking this one down as a danger game. I'm hopeful, but yeah, certainly cautious. But looking forward to watching Saturday, Harvey.
Yeah, no worries. And then the week after, I think we've got South.
Bulldogs.
The Dogs, I think.
Bulldogs
Yeah,
and then
Dogs.
South.
Yep.
Yeah, so some good games coming up for us, that's for sure.
Well, that weekend that they take on South, I think the women play the Broncos the game before that, so it's going to be a cracking day at home.
That will be a big weekend, that's for sure. Thanks, champion, for joining us once again, and always love hearing what you got to say.
Pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, champion.
Take care.
Easy done. Easy.
All right, guys, we'll take another short break and be back shortly.
Palmy or Palmer, it doesn't matter where you're from. It's Palmy, by the way. The best schnitzels in town are just around the corner at Harry's, where they cook chicken the way nature intended, flattened, crumbed and golden. Nothing beats a good schnitzel. There are burgers, there's chips, there's all sorts of wonderful food there to be had. Grab yourself a Harry's loyalty card, get on down and enjoy some of the best chicken you'll ever have. It's really good schnit. Get on to Harry's at the Junction, Jesmond, Marketown, Thornton, Erina and Toronto. It is Sasquatch approved. It is Nighttime Podcast approved. Harry's Schnitzel's the best in town.
Welcome back, and it's time for Around the Grounds as from last week.
Yes, first off the rank, we've got Broncos and Roosters. Broncos 32, Roosters 10.
Broncos travelling nicely for mine.
15th win of the year.
And they've still got a few to come back.
Patrick Carrigan scored his first ever try, I believe.
Yeah, that was hard to believe.
77 games for it too. Yeah. I thought he scored more.
Oh look, Jared Hargraves went on report in the 26th minute for a dangerous tackle.
Oh, what a surprise.
I bet he got off that.
Yeah, see, this is... I've got a whole paddock of what's got up my go. I've got a whole heap of goats, and a lot of them have to do with this grub. He's a rooster. Okay, Spencer Luna, who probably gets in a bit of trouble at the moment at Penrith. Next year, watch it all change.
Yep. So Patrick Carrigan got his first try.
Yeah, good on him. So he's off the nudie run.
Yep.
Still, noticed the other day there's still a few on the nights that are on the nudie run. Leo Thompson's one.
Well, he should have had one.
Yeah, that was a bit harsh.
Yeah.
And this goes back to me saying Adam Reynolds should be in Origin. He has now scored 44 points in his past 3 games.
100%. 100% he should. Oh, to be honest, no disrespect to Luai, because I thought Luai played really well this year, but okay, if they went a different way, I wouldn't even mind saying, I know they're both halves, but surely God you could push one to 5'8", with Reynolds and Cleary.
That'll be a good link up.
I know the Bronx play well at Suncorp, but it looks like they're making Gabba a fortress at the moment.
Yeah, but that's not good for rugby league for fans. You're too far back.
I mean, it's only because the Women's World Cup's on at the present time.
See, I won't go to the SCG and watch football.
I used to watch it as a kid. It was hard to...
You're too far back. Like I know I've been spoilt by the lovely life and I've got seats right on the action, but yeah, well we are, but yeah, circle stadiums and like pitches are not good for rugby league.
Yeah.
You're way too far back in the action. So
I suppose the MCG would be the same thing when you're watching.
I won't go there.
Yeah.
It's the same this week at Perth.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Optus Ovals, Optus Stadiums.
Optus Stadium's an AFL ground, so...
Yeah, not my cup of tea.
Second one off the rank is Tigers and South. South 32, Tigers 18.
I took the Tigers for an upset too.
Yeah.
That would have been a perfect round for me.
Yeah.
But
They pushed Souths.
They did.
They did, yeah. I mean, they're getting there. And also, if you know, the likes of Connor Watson
Yeah.
and the young St George dude.
Bud Sullivan. Yeah.
Yeah, if they go there next year, well, things will change. I mean, this year's nothing, but
How's Alex Johnston? He scored his 12th hat trick of his career.
180 something tries now. He's only 20 off the all-time record.
Wow.
But you ask yourself this one too. He's only on low money too.
Yeah.
You know, because the South didn't want him at one stage. He said,
Yeah.
"I'll play for peanuts."
Yeah.
So they signed him. And look at him.
Yeah.
Loyalty. Loves the club.
Doesn't one of our panel members or one of our members bet with Tigers and Souths last week? Minion, I do believe. I think we had a bet together.
Oh, Gosling.
Yeah.
Did he do it? Did he do a Gosling on the weekend? Next.
So I remember
That's a negative.
you remember me asked me to do a Gosling for Ponga scoring a try, and I actually did it at the go-karts.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I chucked me some surf.
How come he's the only one that saw it then?
Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to do it in the toilets.
No, I didn't do it at the toilets. I actually did it near the front, at the front, the entrance.
Oh, you'll have to get the footage of Luke.
Yeah.
It was very, very quick, but
Oh.
No,
Very,
yeah.
very quick. Here
We're still
we
talking
go.
about the Gosling, or?
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I call re-Gosling for both of yous.
Okay.
Next go-kart race, out the front, Gosling.
Dresses.
No dresses.
No dresses.
Gosling.
Bit hard in the
Yeah.
cart, you know. There's young kids and parents there, you know. In the go-kart, won't look good. But a decent Gosling, a good 10 to 12,
We
15
haven't
seconds.
seen any for a while on the footy, eh?
No.
Next one, and please don't throw something at me, Gary. Melbourne 46 over the Eels 16.
Can I say, when I watched the game for a bit, because I ended up going to sleep,
I was too watching it.
that Parramatta only had about 8 players on there, and the Melbourne Storm, I think, had about 23. We couldn't go anywhere.
How many
So-
beers in was that?
What was that? How many beers? And
So does that mean they lose?
they didn't even turn up.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, Eels were going really good at one stage, and you know, but the last few weeks the wheels are sort of falling off.
What's
Hopefully they'll kick back into gear for you, but
What's Clint Gutherson done to his melon? Seriously.
Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah.
It was just funny at the time that she passed the done it, so I wonder if it was a tribute to her.
Yeah.
Nothing compares to you.
The Eels are leading the competition in offloads, but Storm outscored them in this department in the first half. So that really doesn't help, does it?
Nah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's the year of the eel. I'm not sure if they'll even get back in the 8, to be honest.
We've got Dylan coming back, which is a big
Yeah.
bonus.
I'm not sure he can put his finger on things.
We'll wait. We'll see.
I don't think he's allowed to touch the ball.
Well, no one's allowed to touch his, anyway. So
It was Brad Arthur's 250th game coaching. Yeah.
but anyway, yeah, not the year for the Eels for me.
No, which is a shock because last year they made it to the grand final. When we made it to the grand final and lost, we come back the next year and won.
I
That's
mean, they
happened a couple
have
of times.
lost a few players, but yeah, but they have got some good ones coming that have come in too, like Hogwood. So
I mean, Moses has been quite consistent for him this year. He's probably
Yeah.
been their best player, which I've always had the jury out with him, but I reckon he's improved a hell of a lot.
I'm going to ask you a question. Why is he called King Gaffer?
Because he's a king.
He's a king ding-a-ling.
It just rolls off the tongue. King Gutho.
I think the Metallica song King Nothing comes to mind. Nah.
I'm
I was
happy.
curious why he's called King.
I'm happy with my Prince of Penrith.
I'm happy with just with a gamble, John. Nah, I was just always
Freddie
wondering.
Fittler just come out one day, and as he's walking off the field, when they talked to him at half time, he's King Gutho, and it just stuck. Just like
okay. So there's
the
no-
cheese, the block of cheese.
It's stuck like poo.
Well, there you go. I always wondered what the.
No.
There you go. Moving on.
The next game, Knights 28 over the Raiders 6.
I think I know what's wrong with the Raiders. They don't make the green milk anymore. That is why they're not playing good. No green milk.
Crickets.
I'm disappointed. I wanted me green milk. Spearmint milk.
Didn't turn up.
Is it spearmint?
Yeah.
Just get white milk, normal milk, and put some food colouring.
But I wanted my Canberra green milk. I wanted to try it.
You sound like a 5-year-old.
I want my milk.
I did. I wanted my green milk.
Well, it didn't turn up just like them.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. But I remember years ago, you used to be able to get there used to be an oak bottle. It was a green spearmint milk. Yeah.
I do remember that.
Speaking of milk, Oak aren't going to sponsor the Panthers, not next year but the year after.
Why is that? Is that their decision or the Panthers' decision?
No idea, but I'm devastated because Oak is the best milk on the market.
You know, Penrith is oak. Well, you go to the game and they've got the big oak around the...
Yeah, I think it's been like 20 years they've sponsored.
Yeah, but...
They'll find a good sponsor.
Oh, I think they already have. An airline company, isn't it?
Yeah, an airline company, or I think they might move Hertz to the front. I don't know. We'll see. But
I wonder if it's case of all, we've offered you this a lot more money. I don't know. Anyway.
Back to the Knights.
Yeah, we pretty much covered the Knights earlier, so yeah, Knights are good for me.
Okay. And the next game was Manly 24 over the Dragons 18.
Snooze first?
No, there was a disallowed try.
Oh, yeah, I thought you would have covered that.
It was a
No,
try.
I was out for my niece's 18, so
Oh,
It was actually a
stop
try.
it.
I didn't watch any highlights, but I did get some scores while I was there. But yeah, I did read about it and hear about it, and Ryan Carr was pretty annoyed.
Dragons rookie Dan Russell has been cruelly denied a first NRL try after the decision and explanation from the bunker seemed to contradict each other. Russell scooped up a loose ball close to the Sea Eagles line and dived over, with Manly centre Brad Parker tasked with making the defensive stop. It was unclear whether Russell had scored or if Parker had held him up at first look. The on-field referee called it a no try before it was referred to the bunker. Initially, Fox League commentators Dan Ganane and Steve Roach disagreed with each other. It looks like he's held up at that angle. Oh geez, the ball's still up there, Roach said. I reckon he's got that, but will they give it? Ganane said. After a number of different angles were watched, things started to become confusing when video referee Casey Badger stated the ball does get to the ground, we've just got to see if the ball is over the goal line or not. So it sounds like it's a try. It's not like Casey Badger to hesitate either. She's normally straight up the line done.
I know there was another contentious one with Jack DeBellin going off a sin bin for a hip drop that they reckon it wasn't one either. So
Yeah, you're never going to control them.
yeah.
They're
Yeah, they're weird. The hip drops.
Anyway, Manly just too good.
I wouldn't say too good. Just
got
lucky.
Yeah.
Long next 300th game as well.
Yes. At the one club.
Yeah, still overrated for me.
Could have played for the Titans all those years ago.
So he's now won his 50th, 100th, 150th, 200th, 250th and 300th NRL matches. Someone needs to stop that at 350.
Not a fan.
If he gets there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, stick your neck out.
Breaks the hoodoo too. Manly don't play well at Wollongong, so they've broken a bit of a hoodoo there.
Bit of a turnaround for the Dragons, considering they were saying Zach Lomax can find it.
He's in great form.
But can find a new club, and now all of a sudden he's going to saying he's going to play fullback next year.
I prefer him at fullback.
But you know, why say to him you can look elsewhere? Now you're going to keep him. Well,
I think Flanagan's had a bit of a word in their ear. Changed their minds, like Hunt as well. I believe he's staying as well now.
But that's the
Finished on
thing.
contract.
The coach should be picking the team, not the club.
Yeah.
If you're a coach, you're coaching this team. You should pick who you want to stay.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. Like, okay, so who's making the decisions that Kurt Mann has to go from Newcastle? Is it O'Brien or is it the club?
But you'd think it'd be the coach and the coaching staff, wouldn't it?
Well, that's my point with this. They've told him, Lomax, that he could find another club. A week or two later, they're saying, no, he's going to stay and play fullback next year. Well,
Might have been a bit of a rev up too.
Anyway, moving on.
The next one is Panthers 28 over the Sharks 0.
Kept the scores.
Sharks lock Cameron McInnes made a whopping 51 tackles in the first half and finished the night with 81 to break the NRL record for most tackles in a match. Didn't help him though.
Nah, but he's a different looking character, isn't he?
Missing missing a tooth right in the middle.
So that's over 1 tackle per minute.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's a good record.
No, he's done well. So that Fish played well. Yeah, as he always does. 143 run meters, I think it was. Yeah, so good game from him. He's you'd love to have a James Fisher Harrison in your team, wouldn't you?
One of your, yeah.
You know, I have a lot to do with watching Penrith with Kai. And if you have to have a favourite player from an opposing club, I'd say mine would probably have to be Fish. I ain't Clem, but Clem's always a Knights, mate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd have to be Fish, I reckon. You sir?
An enforcer.
Oh, it could be anyone.
Look, I'd like to have Corey Horsburgh actually. I reckon he's improved out of sight.
Yeah. You like the Cats?
I like the Cats, baby.
Gary?
I reckon it'd be good on our side, Fish. I reckon he looked good in blue and gold.
No, he
Second row. Yep.
Look, I'm happy with my team.
Yeah, I know that, but come on, answer the question.
I
know, you want gamble.
What do you want me to have?
Huh?
Breaking news, Fish has decided to leave Penrith.
No.
Nah, he'll be Penrith for life.
Yeah.
Scotty Sorensen. We know how that went.
You're not funny,
Okay.
There's going to be some go-kart tampering on yours next time, I'll tell you.
Yep.
Might have to tie some tin cans.
The next one, I think, was a surprise. Billy Army Kickout got a try. Bulldogs 23 over the Dolphins 22.
I think it was a surprise that Billy Armour Kickout played, to be honest. Like, how many games he played since leaving Penrith?
He had to come back sooner or later.
But is he going to be the player he once was?
I guess time will tell. Depends on the players around him as well.
Yeah. I mean, Billy Armour Kickout was probably one of the... Oh, he was a machine for Penrith. And I hope he comes back to that good form, because, yeah. But I'm not so confident about it.
So the Dogs.
But the Dogs, yeah, playing some good footy. I reckon they'll start pulling a few teams' pants down from now to the end of the season.
Hopefully not the Knights in 2 weeks.
No, yeah.
They still had bad missed tackles, 49 missed tackles, which is almost double to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
They're only going to get better. They're strengthening up their team.
But what I don't understand is, what's the prop? Mariner?
Yeah.
They're letting him go.
I know. It's, yeah.
Like, when I read that, I thought, back to my thing where, is Cialdo a coach? A proper full-time coach? You letting that bloke go for what?
Is it Sorreldo or is
it Gus Gould?
Is it the
God, you'd think Gus would have
recruitment manager?
Well, that's what money gets back to the whole saying of, is the coach really the coach, or is he just coach who's there?
Yeah.
You know, it should go back to I'm coach and I pick my team.
Yeah.
Because there's no way. I'm telling you, if we had the salary cap, if we had enough room in it, I'd say the Knights should throw some money at him.
Gus would definitely have a fair bit of pull in this thing.
Well, they've just signed Blake
Taff and Jamin Salmon.
But why?
I don't mind Blake Taff.
Yeah, but why Salmon? What's Salmon going to offer? To be honest, I would rather have kept this fella. I know different positions, but yeah, I just don't understand it. But then they're chasing Connor Watson too.
He's injured a lot.
Now, apparently, I read today, all the reports are that Connor injury is all but fully 100% healed, and they're expecting him to make a full recovery from word go. Gus Gould wants all that in writing, but from the Roosters, apparently. So, if anything happens, but I hope he don't go to the Dogs, to be honest. I want to see him at the Tigers. Oh yeah, I like Connor, and be good to see him back with Clem and Appy, and I reckon him around Appy could probably build Connor's game.
Definitely a handy utility player when he's fit.
Can come on and play anywhere from 1, 6, 9, 13, 14. A fit Connor Watson is a good Connor Watson,
It's a pretty hard injury to get over for Achilles too.
But I said to Kylie too, I said, I reckon Penrith should sign him, because they got Sonny Luke, but they got what's his name? Mitchell. Who plays hooker?
Kenny.
Mitch Kenny. Mitch Kenny's a good player, but he's not a hooker. Connor Watson and Sonny Luke sharing the 9 role.
Maybe
Pretty lethal.
Maybe Watson might come to the Saints.
Yeah, no, I hope not.
Saints
No,
are
I
a
reckon,
little
yeah,
bit.
go there. I know another player, but just quietly that will end up there at the end of the year. But
Well, if that's the case, you can't have 2 utility players then. So
But is that other one we're talking about going as a utility?
well, this is a good question.
Interesting to see what happens there. Well, especially if old mate's going, he might be playing in the halves.
Yeah.
Interesting. Watch his space. Anyway, moving on.
And the last game of the round for the men, Titans 22, Cowboys 13.
Cowboys were disappointing.
Very. I wouldn't say the Titans were good. The Cowboys were shit, to be honest.
Well, the Titans had all the possession.
I mean, Titans were okay, but I don't think they
These are so unpredictable.
100%. Anyway, that's around the grounds this week.
Yes. Indeed.
Yeah. Anyway, we might take another short message from us.
Major show sponsor, the Burden Automotive Group in Maitland and Port Stephens, comprising of Maitland Toyota, Port Stephens Toyota, Hunter GWM, Cardiff GWM, Port Stephens GWM, and also Hunter 4x4 accessories in Maitland and yes, in Cardiff. The Burden Automotive Group have been proudly supporting the community for 60 years. They've been supporting this show. Please go support the sponsors that support us.
Alright guys, and welcome back. It's time for team list. You want to do the night?
I'll call their names out, yes?
Yes, certainly.
Alright, we've got Kalen Ponga, Dom Young, Dane Gagai, Bradman Best, Greg Marzu, Tyson Gamble, Jackson Hastings, and the forwards are Jacob Saifidi, Phoenix Crosland, Leo Thompson, Tyson Frizzell, Lockie Fitzgibbon, Adam Elliott, and interchange we've got Kurt Mann, Brodie Jones, Jack Hetherington, and Matt Croker.
Not a bad side.
Don't change a winning side.
That's right. What's the saying? Don't
If
fix
it's not
it.
broken, don't fix it.
That's right.
Very happy to see Brodie. Didn't get a hell of a lot of game time, I didn't think, but he's kept his spot for this week, so that's a good. I'm happy for that.
Hopefully he'll play next week when we're at the home ground.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. So I want to see him finish the year in first grade. So yeah, be good to see over there. Not a bad side. Yeah, the halves are the key for us with Ponga. As long as the forwards going forward and the halves do their magic, I think we'll go pretty well. But the Dolphins, Corey.
Yeah, okay, so at fullback is Homicide Tabidai Fido, and the wingers are Jermaine Asako and Tessie New. The centre pairing of Cody Nicarima and Valance Tafare. 5'8" is Anthony Milford, and our halfback is Sean O'Sullivan. In the forwards at 13, we've got Kenny Bromwich. In the second row is Connolly Lemieux, Felice Kafusi, and in the front row it's Mark Nichols, Jeremy Marshall-King, and Jesse Bromwich. And on the interchange bench, as I turn the page, we have Herman Sasa, Josh Kerr, Isaiah Katoa, and Jared Wallace.
Not a bad side on paper, really.
Yeah.
That Sean O'Sullivan's a good player.
Yeah, he is. I tell you, he's a good player. I didn't know too much about him. Well, I don't think anyone did till this year, really. He's number 4.
Oh, the
Tafari.
Valance Tafare, yeah.
This is a big boy, isn't
Yeah,
he?
it's got a try and debut, or 2 tries on
Yeah,
debut.
big boy for a
Yeah.
centre.
Built
Yeah.
like a tank.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a beast, but yeah, good to see Herman Sasa
Yeah.
getting a run too. So Paul Herman, I thought was a bit of a shock when he was asked to leave the Knights. To be honest, I thought he was
Got to watch Jeremy Marshall-King out of dummy half. This guy's this is one of their main dangers here.
Not a big fan of Jared Wallace. Yeah, personally, but I think we can do it. We've got to play better than we played last week. But yeah, building on that, I think we can do it.
Get the jump early, and who knows?
As long as we play in our red and blue jerseys.
Yeah.
What do you do with the white ones?
Well, if they're wearing, if it's a home game for the Dolphins, they'd probably wear the red ones.
No, because our away one is white. Yeah, but at Canberra last week, away, we wore red and blue.
Fair enough.
I'm not sure why, but especially when the Raiders had blue shorts.
Yeah.
It was a bit weird, but hey, I'm not.
Yeah, that was weird to me. Blue shorts with a green jersey.
Yeah.
I think it had something to do with their old. Didn't they used to wear blue shorts or something? But
could have been a retro.
But wouldn't they go, okay, well, the Knights should have their away jerseys on and being white?
Yeah.
I can understand that going back to the Knights blue on that if they had the usual Canberra white shorts. But
Have to ask the person who looks after their kids.
I don't think anyone knew, to be honest. Anyway, Knights for me.
Yeah, Knights for me.
That's a hard one. The last 2 weeks I haven't tipped the Knights and they won. So, I don't know. It's 50-50 for me.
You want to phone a friend?
I'd have to look at the odds.
I'm over here. If you want to phone a friend.
Who are you going to tip?
It's going to be a hard one, like you said.
I want to see this fins up business.
No, I was just waving to let you know that the friend's over here. Not the fin, the friend. I'm going the Knights.
I might go Dolphins then, just to be different. I like being
Challenge?
wrong. I like being wrong. I do.
I reckon we should have a challenge anyway at the Go-karts, just a 2 lap between us.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, you'll win.
I'm looking at us straight.
Yeah.
Head start.
What, 3 laps?
But you were like a featherweight, and I'm like carrying a
Doesn't
garbage
matter.
truck.
You've got more experience in
I
driving.
know, I
than
felt
do.
it from my...
You drive everywhere. You've got more experience than me. Yeah, you drive me up the wall.
Here we go. What about a 2 lap race? We used 2. Kylie's on pole and you're at the end. Give her a bit of a head start. 2 laps.
What if we do a 5 lap and I'll give her a
No,
half a lap?
no.
He's not that confident.
Oh, no, I'll give her half a lap.
It's only what from pole to last wasn't very far. I was on last.
Here we go. 5 lap. She can start on pole and I'll start at the top of the bridge.
No, because by the time you go down the bridge, you're already caught up to her.
Yeah.
No, but she's nearly up the bridge. I mean, at the start, at the bottom.
I reckon 2 laps. What do you reckon, Kylie?
Sounds good.
All right, done. But I'm not wearing a dress if I lose. All right, done.
Just a boob tube?
Mankini?
Yeah.
Speaking of mankinis, hang on. We have someone that helps us out on the show called Cam Ricketts.
Yeah.
Lost a bet, and I'm saying, Cam, you have to honour your bet. He lost a bet with us where he has to walk down the main street of, where's he live? Somewhere in Sydney.
Penrith, I think.
Somewhere that way.
In a mankini, and we're yet to see it.
And it's getting close to spring, so we better hurry up before winter is over.
What are you trying to say? Shrinkage. Righto, Mr. Shrinkage. We want to see this come through. Anyway, back to where we were. Jokes, is it?
It'll be a joke if Cam walks down the street in a mankini.
No, he has to do it. He lost the bet.
Alright. On that note, the teacher asked the class why God created man first. Little Johnny answers, he wanted man to talk freely at least once in his life.
It's a bit harsh.
Gotta love Little Johnny. Little Johnny says, I want to be a billionaire, going to the most expensive clubs, take the best chick with me, give her a Ferrari worth over $1 million, an apartment in Hawaii, a mansion in Paris, a jet to travel through Europe, an infinite Visa card to make love to her 3 times a day. The teacher, shocked and not knowing what to do with the bad behaviour of the child, decides not to give importance to what he just said and then continues the lesson. And you, April? The teacher asks. April says, I want to be Johnny's chick.
Well, I guess it worked.
At a wedding party recently, someone yelled, all married people, please stand to the one person who has made your life worth living. The bartender was almost crushed to death. Not really.
Oh! Okay, that 2 lap dash is now crashing my burpees.
Oh, you want another one?
Oh, well, why not?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You're on a roll.
Alright, last one. Little Johnny attended a horse auction with his father. He watched as his father moved from horse to horse, running his hands up and down the horse's legs and rump and chest. After a few minutes, Johnny asked, "Dad, why are you doing that?" His father replied, "Because when I'm buying horses, I have to make sure that they are healthy and in good shape before I buy." Johnny, looking worried, said, "Dad, I think the UPS guy wants to buy Mum."
Oh.
Or in Australia, it's Fast Track, or is it
Yeah,
Star Track, or
Same thing.
Yeah.
Delivery guy.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
we'll go
courier.
with
Yes.
that. Good ones. I like them.
Yes, I'm waiting on a courier.
There you go, in fact.
Crack!
Not tennis player Jim Courier or former Balmain Tiger Andy Courier.
No, we're waiting on.
2 new phones.
Yes, to phone a friend. Yes, upgrade. Thanks, Optus. Anyway, that you for this week? Thank you for everything you've done for the last couple of weeks. Thank you for my lovely birthday last week and the go-karts. It was
A lot of the crew had a lot to do with that.
Yes.
They did massive. Chris and Cam and Corey and Mitch and Gary.
Gary.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
And yeah, and I must also say to the crew, but also Thomas from Thirsty Messiah as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Good day.
Good feed down there, but
Everyone seemed to enjoy themselves.
yeah, I mean, why could you not? In company with us.
As soon as though they were on the sentiments, it's not the last couple of weeks, Kyle. It's what you do every week, what you put in front of us every week to fill out and what we need to do.
Here.
I don't feel like it's much.
It is.
No, it is.
Anyway, this is not about me.
I know that, but
What about me?
but
Yeah.
if the show doesn't go well without what you do behind the scenes. So
We say thank you.
yeah,
Anyway,
Should I put the hat around? Is there donations or is that not? That's not big enough.
that'll fit notes.
Yeah, true.
give a Cleary.
Anyway, so till next week,
Yes.
go the Panthers.
Yes.
Who you got this week?
You'd ask me that. Storm.
Storm.
Again?
Friday night.
Yeah, I
They
know.
only played them but
No.
5 weeks
I
ago.
know, and it's at Penrith, but yeah, it's gonna be
Confident?
tough. Not really.
Ooh.
No, I'm confident. I reckon they'll win.
I hope so.
Anyway, go the Storm. Oh, sorry, go the Panthers. Oh, I meant go the Panthers against the Storm.
No,
The
you're
Storm.
sleeping outside.
Hang on a minute, you just took the
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Yeah, because the nights are hot and
He
cold.
did a psychology, right? Reverse psychology.
Oh.
Maybe I could be doing that
Nah,
too.
you're in the doghouse.
I actually meant to say Panthers,
No.
but anyway.
No, your subconscious said otherwise.
Anyway. We might take a short break. We'll be back shortly.
You're in trouble.
Who doesn't love a nice cold beer? And the best cold beer is not some other mob down the road. The best cold beer in Newcastle is found at Thirsty Messiah. The Thirsty Messiah Brewery is found at 140 Lambton Road in Broadmeadow. Get on down there for some great beer at a great price. Support the local. Thirsty Messiah Brewery in Broadmeadow.
Alright, guys, welcome back, and it's that time of night again. It's time for Talking Schmidt. And caller number 1, who we got there?
Jason, mate.
Hey, Jason, how you going, buddy?
Good, mate. Good yourself.
Mate, not too bad, mate. What can we do for you tonight, mate? What's your question?
Mate, just ringing up about extreme go-karts at Warners Bay. Went down there on the weekend and had an awesome time. You can't fault the place, mate.
Yeah, no, it was good. So, yeah, those of you who don't know, it's a friend of ours, friend of the show, Jason Pendlebury. Paul Bugger's a Parramatta supporter like you guys, but
Well done, mate.
yeah, no, he come down and had a bit of fun with us too, and enjoyed the night. Did you?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it was a challenging track. The staff are awesome. I can't even remember being half a lap if someone spun out before it was back racing.
Yeah, no, they
I mean,
did a good job, and mate, we've had it tonight. There, went through the tallies and that, and through the crew, and I took out the trophy, and Chris come last. But we've thrown it out there. There's a redraw, a re-race of the crew. It's a double or nothing.
Oh.
And then the crazy lady's just thrown a challenge out to me. What was it, Gaz? A two lap race, me and her, but she gets half a lap start.
I'd give her a 3/4 lap, mate.
Yeah, so we go.
She drives like her grandma.
Oh no, she went pretty good. We did the time tally up there earlier, and yeah, she took out second place. So out of the
Yeah, she had a couple of good laps, and then she sort of went pensioner.
No, so yeah, I can't wait for round 2.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely come down for that.
So, mate, we appreciate you doing a lot of the camera work for us too, and had a bit of fun. So, and
My pleasure.
met all the crew. So, thanks for calling in, mate. You're in the draw too for a Say Zinc tattoo voucher for the caller of the week. So, stay tuned. You never know your luck.
No worries, mate. Go the Eels.
Go the Eels,
Yeah,
mate.
no, you're breaking up there, mate. Breaker.
Copy.
All right, Jimmy. Thanks for your call, and we'll enjoy the rest of
Talk
the
to you all
show.
you fellas later.
See you, buddy.
See you, Dave.
I gotta be honest, one of my favourite things in this life is to sit down with some amazing meat and just stuff my face full of it. And the best meat that you will come across, honestly, is found at Steak and Chops Butchery at Tanilba Bay. Jump on their Facebook page and check out some of the prices and some of the specials. The quality is outstanding. The prices are excellent. You really can't go wrong. Steak, chops, sausages, mince, lamb loins. What more could you want? Get on down to Steak and Chops. That's 69 Beatty Boulevard in Tanilba Bay. Tell them the Sasquatch sent you.
All right, guys, it's time for caller number 2. Who we got?
You got Scott.
Hey, Scott, how are you, buddy?
Good, son. Yourself?
Yeah, good, champion. Mate, what's your question for us, buddy?
Well, I've got 2 questions.
Sweet as.
The first one is the night's playing so well because the sun on the park every week. I think it's absolutely amazing. No injuries.
Yeah, no, the injuries are a huge thing while we're winning. Yeah, we've got to keep the no injuries heading through to the finals, and that'll be a big in for us, that's for sure.
Big issue.
Yeah, especially Bradman Best. He's like, I've never seen him like this year. He's been injury free and he's been playing some awesome footy.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right, mate. Yeah. Touch
My second question. Brad Best tried on Saturday. I don't know who the fullback is, but Canberra. But for me, he jumped on the that should not have been.
Yeah, I think you're cutting out there, mate. The disallowed try.
Yeah, the disallowed try.
Yeah, I thought it was a try.
He jumped into Gamble.
Yeah, I thought poor old Gamble was a bit hard done by that, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was another try that we should have had. Yeah, I thought it was a bit hard done by that, for sure, and Gamble didn't do anything wrong.
No, he was on the ground. The guy jumped to him.
Yeah, and he stayed down for a little bit after that too. So, yeah. Well, he's all good now. But, yeah, you win some, you lose some, I suppose, mate. Yeah, don't get me started on referees and poor decisions.
Yes.
Yeah, we have that every week where that's what drives my gate, that's for sure. Mate, we appreciate your calls. Hopefully that answers your question for you, and you're in the draw for a tattoo voucher again this week.
Not a problem. That's great.
Thanks, champion, and enjoy the rest of the show, and yeah, go the Knights.
When you think of great food at a great price, the best cold beer in town, awesome live music, even a place that you can host your next event, there is only one place you think of, and that is the Gallipoli Club. Get on down to the Gallipoli Club, the Gal 3 to 5 Beaumont Street, Hamilton, to check out what's going on this week. Enjoy some great food, a cold beer, awesome live entertainment. You can never go wrong at the Gal, thegal.com.au.
Alright guys, it's time for caller number 3. Who are we going?
It's Les here. How you going, doing?
Hey buddy, how are you, champion?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
That's the game, mate. Good win for the Knights there on the weekend.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Very unlucky. The St George lost, I see, mate, unluckily.
Yeah, I'm not a bit dirty about that, but I'm looking to next year for the Dragons.
So am I, Leslie.
Yeah.
But the Knights, I reckon, I was wondering what you all think about them getting into the finals and how they'll go.
We'll get in the finals, I reckon it's high. We can make it about up to 6th spot, depending on wins and losses, but I reckon we can get as high as 6. And yeah, with the momentum going, I don't think we'll get to the grand final, but I reckon we'll get a couple of weeks into the finals.
No, that'd be great.
Yeah, and just build.
The one thing I'm concerned about is this bloody crap from the front office.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
Yeah, we touched a little bit on that earlier. Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. You know, too many people. Like, just sit back and run the leagues club or whatever. Leave the football up to the football side. Yeah, same with Phil Gardner. I mean, I don't care if he's watching this, to be honest. But I think he should just worry about running West, and I think someone like Danny Badiris probably should be running the Knights himself.
The football department,
Yeah. I mean, I guess probably Phil Gardner can oversee everything, but I mean, that's what Peter Parr's there for now, isn't he? To really run.
Supposedly.
Yeah, but I just think that the last couple of weeks it's been a bit of a shambles, and I mean, we're moving forward into the 8. It's going to be a bit of a disruption, and unwanted, disruption and attention to a team. You know, we should be all having attention of, let's go into the finals.
Yeah.
Instead, we've got this.
Get all behind the team, and like they should have even told O'Brien if they were going to do it.
Well, that's right. They're saying that it's it's not to replace him; it's for his assistant coaching and all this. Well, I find that a crock of shit. I'll say that. I don't care, because if it was his assistant coach or whatever for his, he should have been aware of it because it's his team and it's his coaching staff. He's
responsible for his coaching staff.
That's right. So I think they've been caught with their pants down. And they're trying to make a get out of it. Oh no, we weren't doing anything wrong. But I mean, you've been caught. Yeah. Stand up to it.
You've been caught red-handed. Yeah. And I mean, he's got next year to go as coach anyway.
That's right. So they're not going to pay him out for next year.
I just hope this spurs the team on to really put it together for O'Brien.
With the 5 coaches that they were talking of anyway have got nothing on top of O'Brien anyway. Like Justin Holbrook, it was a good player for the Knights back in the day, but his coaching hasn't really, especially of late, hasn't showed me that he'd be worthy to take the Knights to the finals.
Well, the Titans got rid of him. Look at they had a good roster.
Paul McGregor, great player in his right and has been a good coach, but I don't think they're the right. They're not There's a reason why. Well, there's a reason why they got sacked by their clubs.
Exactly.
I mean, if O'Brien needs to stay, but I've got I back O'Brien, and I say keep him. But if they were to get rid of him, they're looking in all the wrong spots.
Oh, exactly. Like McGregor, I think he's a great assistant coach, which he's proven with New South Wales and that. I just think with the Dragons, there was too many jobs for the boys, sorts of things.
Mm.
And I think Dragons, I'm glad they're going with, I've forgotten his bloody name.
Flanagan
next year. They need to go someone that's away from the Dragons, although Flanagan knows the Dragons a bit from when he was an assistant.
Yeah. He also played for him as a junior too, Leslie. So
He did. He played with a couple of my mates in the under-23 grand final.
Yep.
I just think the whole debacle with this coaching stuff has just put unwanted...
Undue pressure on the team.
Yeah, anyway, so, I mean, I don't go for the whole, now there's, I heard word today that they're saying that Holbrook didn't meet with them. Well, apparently they were saying.
That's a load of crap. Because the club actually said it, didn't they? From what I heard.
Who do you believe? Like, what do you believe? But end of the day, where there's smoke, there's fire. So, yeah.
But anyway, I hope the boys back O'Brien and really give it to
the
rest
Dolphins.
of the seasons. Especially the Dolphins.
Yeah, starting this week with the Dolphins. But, mate, appreciate your call. Good question,
problem, mate.
Love the question. You're in the draw for the Say Zinc Tattoo voucher this week, so stay tuned.
Oh, excellent.
Don't forget.
My wife would love me to come home with another tattoo.
Yeah. Hey, my wife would love me to come home with a voucher for her.
Yeah.
But, mate,
Okay, mate. Cheers to all the gang, and
you're
I'll
doing
catch you later on.
doing another walk for Grace soon, I believe.
Yes, 16th of September it's on up there. I'll be up there. I'm bringing my daughter up there this year. She wants to come up and go for the walk.
All right, we might get you on before that and give it a good push for you.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Pleasure. Thanks, champion, and go the Knights.
Mate. Catch you later. Yep. Cheers. Bye.
It seems that everywhere you look these days, you're going to find somebody covered in tattoos. Tattoos are common, not like they used to be. So what do you do if you are wanting some ink that stands out from the rest of the pack? Head on down to Sayers Ink, check out some of their award-winning work. They are a great friend and sponsor of the show. Jump on their website and look at some of the work from John, from Scott, Army, Dean, Jess, Mandy. Their work is stellar, obviously long-lasting, and you'll be happy with the result. Sayers Ink, we can't promise it won't hurt, but we can promise great results. Jump on to sayers-ink.com.au.
Alright guys, time for caller number 4. Who we got?
Well, hello, my name's Reginald.
G'day Reginald, how you going, mate?
I'm okay. I'm house sitting for Simon and Terence.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that must be an eye-opener for you, that's for sure.
Well, they've got quite nice decor in this house. I'm currently sitting on a big poop.
Something you've got in common. Oh, no, one of our show members, he's got one in his house too.
Oh, look, they're very comfortable.
I'll take your word for it. Yeah, mate, so what question you got for us tonight?
Well, Simon did tell me to ring up and ask about what is going on with the coaching situation.
Yeah, it's a hot topic this week. I mean, just about every call has been about that tonight.
Well, then I'll just change the question.
Sorry?
Well, if you've already answered the question, I'll find something else to ask you about.
Oh, no, you can ask whatever you want, mate, and we'll give you our honest answer.
Okay, well, tell me about Christopher. Simon said he's quite cute.
I can answer every question except for that one. Yeah, the coaching, mate, we think it's a bit of a kick in the arse for O'Brien. I think the club's done it a little bit wrong. Come out and said it's for assistant coaches and that. Well, if it was assistant coaches, he would be involved, wouldn't you think? Because it's on his coaching crew. So, yeah, I hope they get it sorted out soon, because it's a distraction we don't know.
Right, and there was something else I had to ask you. Just give me a moment. I'm looking at what the distractions were. He said that something about Newcastle are trying to sign Sullivan from the Dragons.
Yes, my word is he will end up at the Tigers. Yeah, we did apparently try sign him, but it's looking highly likely that he'll end up at the Tigers.
Can they just buy a 5'8" from Canterbury just for the rest of the season?
Not
Sinua, is it?
Oh, the Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just eating some salmon souffle and it's a bit dry.
Oh, the souffle. Yeah, gotcha. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Okay, well, that's okay. He told me to call you, and that I'm just house sitting while they're away doing something together. But my name's Reginald Willie Stroker.
Who, sorry?
Reginald Willie Stroker.
Reginald. Oh, righto, Reginald Willie Stroker. Oh, we appreciate your call, and you're in the draw for a Sayers Inc. tattoo voucher this week, so hope you enjoy the show.
Oh, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks. And, yeah, call in again another time.
Are you looking for something a little bit different, perhaps? Something a little bit out of the ordinary? Head down to the Liquidators Raymond Terrace. Liquidators is a discount variety store. They specialise in all sorts of different home decor items, candles, even hardware. There's costumes and wigs for that fancy dress party. There's art, all sorts of things that are a little bit different. Liquidators Raymond Terrace. That's 34 William Street in Raymond Terrace.
Alright, guys, it's time for caller number 5. Who we got?
Guess who's going to their first game of the league?
It's the Big Sasquatch. How are you, champion?
Mate, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, that's good. That's good to see, mate. Hopefully, it'll be a win for you as well.
Well, if it's not, then it's just going to prove this theory that you not watching games is good and me going to games is bad.
I ask you one thing. Are you going to hold up a big sign so we can find you in the crowd?
If you can't see me in a crowd, you can see me from the moon.
No, I reckon we throw the challenge out. I mean, he's got a sign, night time or something, or
Sasquatch.
here I am, or some kind of sign to get you on telly, and yeah, that'll be.
I'll have to get one of those Kalen Ponga headgear signs.
Yes, like the love you, Kalen. Please give me headgear.
I was impressed with that.
I reckon you should do one better and go, Tyson, I want your jersey for Smitter.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
Tyson Smitter wants your sweaty socks or something.
No, just the jerseys that hang up in the studio.
You should send me your gamble time picture.
Yeah, by the time I sent that over to you, the game would be over and they'll be back.
Make them look twice.
Imagine that. Hang on. Hey, there is 2 of them around. He's got one himself. So, yeah. Anyway, mate, yeah, and go into the game this week. Have the cameras with you, will you?
Yeah, I'll go myself going, Jai. Actually, there's about 20 of us going, I think. So we're going to catch the train down. We'll get some interviews. I'll get Jai to do some interviews as well. Nice. And I reckon, even though it's not my call, the 2 best interviews can earn a place on your fridge.
Nice, yeah. The 2 best interviews will get a spot on the. I'll leave it up to you guys to decide who it is on the day, so you let them know.
It'll be me and Jai, yeah.
Yeah, and who you decide deserves the 2?
Yeah, me and Jai.
Oh, gotcha. And yeah, so gonna give it someone over. Yeah, we're in Australia. Some chances to win.
That's good.
And
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, that'll be good for you, mate. Gonna be out and about in your shirts, will you? The nighttime shirts.
That's the plan.
That's the go. So all the viewers can keep an eye out for you.
Yeah, just look for the big fat guy with the night gear on, and also me.
No, but if any of you out there see the Sasquatch and his little apprentice, go up and say hello and have a chat, and yeah, Be good to
Absolutely.
it'd be good to get some. To be honest, it'd be really good to get some fellow Knight supporters from over there involved with the show more often and watching the show and calling in. So yeah, it'd
Give
be
them a
good.
ring and
Definitely, I'll be pushing it.
Yeah, no, that's good. Push the show too, can you?
Sure, but that's why you pay me the big bucks, right?
Oh, 100%. The check's on its way, mate.
Yeah, okay.
But, mate, yeah, that'd be good. Got some good seats, or?
You know what? I have no idea. So I just feel sorry for the people behind us.
just don't need any curry before you go.
I tell you what, I'll be looking. Make sure you do the interviews, but record the whole day with you. I reckon it'll be great. Yeah, it would be good to be a
See if I could talk Guy into a Gosling.
Yes, actually, throw the Gautling out there. If Gamble scores, or who's a sure certainty?
Or Besh,
I tell you what,
or
I tell you what,
or Young.
If Leo Thompson scores, I'll try to get Jai to do a Gosling.
Or Gamble.
Although Leo hasn't done it yet, but
Yeah, Leo hasn't got over there.
Dom Young's a sure thing for a try.
Yeah, I'll just say to him if Dom Young scores, because he's probably a sure thing.
don't say things like that.
Yeah, true. Mate, enjoy your first game over there and with the Knights and the Dolphins, mate. You're an absolute ball. Hopefully some of the boys will come around and see you after the game. And yeah,
And it's going to be a nice day. It's going to be about 18, a bit overcast but nice. No rain apparently, so
no, mate, that'll be good. That'll be good.
perfect.
Can't wait to see it on next week's show. The footage of what happened.
Just so you know, I'm actually not going to be able to watch my football because I'll be going to watch yours.
Yeah, much better
that's
decision.
but
Much better decision.
we'll see. Probably will be the way we're playing anyway. So, hey guys, but look, I'm looking forward to it. I'll get as much footage as I can, and hopefully I'll have a nice little video for you for next week.
No, it'll be good. Looking forward to it, actually. I really do enjoy some of the things that on the show that Adam does, like if we go out to a game and the footage we get and what his little spin he puts on it. So it'd be good to see. That really, it's really good.
Yeah, you do a great job, Ads.
Mate,
We're still learning, mate, but thank you. I enjoy it.
Mate, I throw the challenge out there to any of our sponsors to give Adam and his lovely wife a job and get him over here, because I want him on the crew every week.
You're desperately trying to get me to move, aren't you?
I won't give up till you get here, mate. Like, we will have you here sooner or later.
Oh, you can have me any time, Dean.
Yeah, well, I bet you.
He's actually making a new bench and everything, so it's going to be bigger. So I might be able to squeeze in between a couple of us.
What's he
Well,
trying
that needs to be a heavy journey.
What's he alluding to?
Well, he's a
I don't know, but I'm
big.
Tree.
Anyway, mate, we appreciate your call. Enjoy the day. Once again, we appreciate every single thing you do for us here.
100%.
We value your, not just your commitment to the show, but most of all, we value your friendship.
I enjoy it, mate. Thank you. Same goes. Even to you, Chris.
You're part of the family, mate, and soon you'll be part of the furniture. So,
well, you can probably upholster a few chairs with me skin if you want. So.
I won't give up till we actually get you here. So, yeah, I might.
It's nice to be wanted. I'll tell my wife.
Yeah, well, there's plenty. There's plenty of jobs over here. We'll talk soon.
Okay, I'll have my people call your people.
That sounds good. Thanks, Chairman.
Take care, guys.
Hey, Ads.
Thanks, Ed.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and that was Talking Schmidt for this week, and we might take another short break and be back shortly.
Purnell's Awards and Apparel is your one-stop shop for everything you might need for your business or your sporting club. Have a listen to this. There are corporate awards, cups, trophies, display cases, drinkware, giftware, medals, perpetuals, plaques and shields, and even apparel. There's so much there. It's great stuff. It's great quality at a great price. Head down to Purnell's in 2 locations, purnells.com.au or email winner@purnells.com.au.
Alright guys, welcome back and time for NRLW.
Yes, yeah, my favourite segment. Yeah.
His favourite segment.
Apparently. Anyway, first one, Broncos 16 went down to the Titans 17. Close game.
Golden point game that was.
Very close game. I will be honest, I didn't watch too much of this one. We did have a lot of festivities on the weekend, that's for sure. So
yeah, this was a curtain raiser to the Broncos Roosters game before. Yeah, so the Titans. I didn't watch much of it, but I did watch the last probably 15-20 minutes of this, and it was pretty tight. And then obviously the Titans obviously kicked the field goal at the end to win the game. So yeah, good on them.
Canberra 24, the Roosters 14.
It's an upset.
Yeah, considering the Roosters is pretty stacked with players.
That's right.
But Raiders have Ruben Wickie's daughter playing.
Oh, okay.
And playing in the number 3 jersey as well. So, moving on to the Dragons, 38 defeated the Eels 12.
Very good win for us, actually, considering we went down to the Knights the week before. So
maybe you should put the women in men's first grade.
Maybe. I've got a new favourite player too.
Elsie Albert?
No, from Dragons, another fullback. Her name's Tegan Berry.
What happened to Elsie Albert?
She's off the radar now. Yeah. Sorry, Else.
Who's else? Is she playing for the Eels?
Parramatta. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Absolute gun, mate. Watch out, eh?
What's that?
So it's still anyone's game. It's only early in this. But the Knights 20 went down to the Cowboys 31.
Yeah. The Knights led 20-10 with about 15 to go, and the Cowboys put 4 quick tries on them.
The Knights led by 8 during the second half, and the Cowboys finished on top with 4 tries and a field goal in the last 15 minutes.
Kira did come back to haunt the Knights with a 40-30 and a field goal to break the deadlock.
The result is the first loss of the campaign for the NRLW side. The team will look to respond against Parramatta next. Start the first of the grand final rematch.
Yeah. Yes, and the Taylor Predabon and the Rima Butler, the front rowers, they led the way again this week. Just gone. So
that Predabon is very underrated.
Yeah.
I think. She's a huge. Like people say, Millie Boyle. She's just as good.
Yeah, I don't think they're missing much at the moment with Millie gone. So
there was a little bit of niggle, a comment towards. I didn't say her, but I think it was Pettibone too. Said that there's no egos in the team this year. So read that to who you think it might be. But yeah, Newcastle will bounce back this week, I think, against Parramatta.
For sure.
Tamika Upton she's a class in her own.
She is.
And Jessie Southwell, she's only getting better and better.
Got some good players.
They have got some good players, and that's right, Jessie Southwell, and there's the wingers, Sheridan Gallagher and Jasmine Strange. They've been top in the try scoring as well. Gallagher got a double last week for the girls. So
where's the English 5'8" that we bought? Where's she? Is she injured still?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
And who's in this week for? We might go through the team list. Yeah, actually, hang on. No, we've got one more girls go. West Tigers 10 beat Sharks 0.
What about that? So the Sharks men and women got a duck egg this week.
And the Tigers are. Is that Emma Tato?
No, she's at the Sharks.
She's at the Sharks.
Yeah.
But the West Tigers are a new team. So I want to see the Penrith have a team in it. Why can't they? They've got a few younger girls' teams in it, so why can't they have a first grade team?
Yep.
It gives them, bring another 2 teams in.
Yep. No, you're right.
I think they should.
Well, I think if they're in a role, didn't what's his name, Volandy say that they want 18.
He wouldn't know if he's itchy, that bloke.
That's right.
He's just too worried about bloody Vegas. I'm telling you, vote one, vote Smith. Get me in there. I want this job.
2 years and we'll have Penrith and another team in, I reckon.
Who do you think the other team would be? Well,
Broncos.
South.
They're up there covering that. Cowboys.
South.
So, I'm just looking at somewhere where a team probably isn't. Penrith and
Well, you got three.
Melbourne?
Melbourne, yeah.
You got three Queensland teams, so you're right. So
Penrith and Melbourne.
yeah.
Hang on, I'll throw you one out here, and I'll tell you what, there'll be some strong girls. Warriors.
Yeah. Well, they did have an original side when it first come in, and I don't know why they haven't. They're in it now.
You'd get the likes of Autumn Stevens Rain, and that would
yeah.
want to go home and play
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
That I tell you what, they bring an Auckland Warriors team in, women's, they win the comp. Because you'll get all these players wanting to go back and play for it. 100% they would. But yeah, it's getting exciting. You know, we're still really getting to learn the women's game with them. When I say that, you know, all the players, yeah. But it's good. It should be when played before the men's play.
Yeah.
Like NRLW reserve grade. Actually, probably a reserve grade. NRLW.
Then
the first grade.
Yep.
Should be played like that. Should be played, you know, given the recognition that they're after.
We're doing more coverage on them as well.
Getting better each year.
Yep.
Anyway, time for the team list for this week, mate.
What would you like to do, both teams? Or?
Yeah, why not?
Or do you want to do Parramatta Sinners as your team goes?
Not a chance.
Alright. Okay, well, we'll go with the Knights girls. Tamika Upton is the fullback, and the wingers are Sheridan Gallagher and Jasmine Strange, and the centre pairing of Shanice Pargara and Abigail Roach. The 5'8" is Georgia Roach, and the halfback is Jessie Southwell. In the forwards, number 13 is Hannah Southwell, and the second rowers are Yasmin Clydesdale and Caitlin Johnston. In the front row is Simone Capani, Rima Butler, and Olivia Higgins. And as I turn the page again, on the interchange bench is Nita Maynard, Kayla Romanek, Layshawn Albert Jones, and Taylor Predible. Alright, as I take a breath, I'll go to the Parramatta
I
squad.
think, don't quote me, because as I said, I'm still getting to know the girls' names, yeah. Jessie Southwell's a halfback, so the 5'8", Georgia
Roach, he might be the English import.
That's what I'm wondering.
We'll look up on that, we'll do our homework on that.
Because last week it was Caitlin Moran.
Yes.
And apparently she didn't have the best of games.
Right.
So I wonder if this is...
Yes, yeah.
So when we go to a break, I'll check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I reckon you're right. I reckon you're on the money with this one.
I don't hear that very often. But...
Not from the crazy lady, anyway.
Love you, Dale. Anyway,
Me or crazy lady?
you're the crazy old man. So, yeah, good team. Yeah, it'd be good to see him back at Newcastle. Well, I think next weekend we play back at home, don't they? Yeah, so it'll be a good weekend to... yeah. Anyway,
Alright, we'll go with the Parasite. So the fullback is Abby Church, and the wingers are Zali Faye and Monique Donovan. In the centres are Mihaela Murphy and Cassie Toa Hiku. In the halves are Pekua, Berryman Duff, and Rosemary Beckett. And in the forwards at lock is Kennedy Cherryton, and the second rowers are Chantel Stowers and Amelia Muffy, and the front row is Ruby Jean Kenneth Ellis, Ruben Cherrington, and Talisha O'Neill. And in the interchange is Capri Pakua, Nakaya Davis Welsh, Shannon Muru, and Madeline Jones. I hope I pronounced those girls correctly.
I've got some homework for you this week too. Find out where Elsie Albert is.
Okay. I reckon she's injured.
Yeah, well, I want to know why.
Well, the first week she didn't play because she had a calf injury, so I reckon she's still got
a cow injury.
Yeah, potty calf.
Yeah.
But I'll follow up on that for you.
NRLW, we're starting to really get involved with on the show this. As you also on our game threads now, we will cover the updates and scores of the NRLW as well.
Follow us on Facebook through our link and
get involved.
Would you interested with the Dally M leaderboard after 2 rounds, or you want to just
any Knights?
At the present time, Caitlin Johnston's on 3 points. So no, not really. She's 6 points behind the lady from the Titans, Ivana Palit, and Tegan Berry's on 7.
I wouldn't know to make it happen.
No.
Strange.
Which is strange, yeah.
I know.
She's down. She got 2 points. She's right down there. So
her football brain is spot on. She's good. I think she's probably one of the best in the... to be honest, I think she's probably one of the best in the game.
Well, I thought she deserved 3 points the first week against the Dragons. She was outstanding with her run meters.
She's Yeah, she's one of the best in the game, I think. You know, I mean, you get a lot of Millie Boyles and all that, and you know, rightly so in their own mind, get a lot of the reps, but I don't think Tamika gets what she deserves.
I believe they've re-signed the right person.
100%. Like, you know, it's sad to see Millie go, you know, but can't keep them all, but if you had to keep one of them.
Well, as you can see with the forwards coming through with the last 2 weeks. And this, I've never heard of this Rima Butler, but she seems to be very consistent.
That might be the young Curry girl.
Yeah.
There was one of them.
Was that Taylor Romanek? She's the Curry girl?
One of them went to school with my young guy,
Okay.
Braden.
Right.
Yeah, can't remember the name now, but yeah, Curry girls.
Yeah. Okay.
Good on them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Read this out for the girls.
yeah, this week's games, guys.
Rightio. First game on Thursday night, Roosters versus Dragons.
Roosters for me. I don't.
Yeah, I'll take Roosters. Can't back a Dragon at the moment.
Then we have Cowboys Broncos.
Cowboys were good against us.
They were.
I mean, Ali
Ali
Brigginshaw.
I'm gonna go the Cows on this.
Yeah, take the Cows. They were too good for us. So, yeah, take the
I'm
Cows.
going to go Broncos just to be different.
Okay. You are different.
Thank you. The other game on Saturday is the Sharks and the Titans.
Titans for me.
I'm gonna go the Sharks to bounce back.
Yeah, well, I'm going Titans.
Knights.
You're the old one out.
Yep. Knights, hands down. Next one.
Do I get a call? Parramatta.
Actually, we forgot the Minion too.
Minion. Sorry.
All right.
Who would you like out of
First
the
one,
guys?
Roosters.
Yeah, Roosters for me.
The second one, Cowboys Broncos.
Yeah, I'm going to have the Cowboys.
Next, the Sharks or Titans.
Yeah, I reckon the Sharks will bounce back. So the Sharks for me.
Okay. Parramatta.
No, Knights.
Okay, the last one, Raiders and the Tigers.
Tigers.
Tigers for me.
Tigers. I like the Tigers.
Tigers.
So that's our NRLW for this week. And get out and support the girls as well as the men.
Yep.
That's the way rugby league is now, so let's get behind them both and support them all, and the game's growing bigger and bigger.
It's getting stronger and stronger.
So can't get stronger and stronger or bigger and bigger without your help. So anyway, we might take a quick few messages from our sponsor. Alright guys, so welcome back, and while we're on the subject, we're going to give away the fridge voucher with 2 for Adam over in
Western Australia.
yeah, and we'll give 2 away for our picks of the week. But we're going to do a bit different this week. We're going to do 1 NRLW and 1 for the men. So the fridge there that Minion's got, one the same as that, but in whatever team you want, brand new, thanks to Bar Fridges Australia. Yeah. So NRLW, pick a team, pick a game, guys.
My pick, I'd like to go the Parramatta and the Knights one.
Parramatta Knights it is, grand final replay. For the NRLW, so pick your score. Just got to remember to put the NRLW on it.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Alright, so we'll get into the men's for this week now. So on Thursday night we got the Roosters taking on the Bin Chickens. So this one's...
I'm going to go Manly.
I'm going to go Roosters. The Manly was shit, to be honest, last week. They absolutely just woeful.
They're going to come back.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Roosters by 18.
Holy dooly.
Yeah.
Big call.
Minion.
Yeah, the Roosters for me. Manly are terrible.
Okay. We'll see about that one.
Gold Coast Titans versus the Warriors on Friday night.
Warriors.
It's up at Seabus,
I
but
don't
yeah,
care where it is.
Warriors will bounce back at that one.
Yeah.
I think they'll win quite convincingly.
Men?
Warriors for me.
Sorry?
Warriors for me.
Warriors. Friday night also, this one's going to be probably the match of the round, I believe.
Cracker.
Penrith versus Melbourne.
Penrith 26, Melbourne 6.
You what?
That's my prediction. Win by 20.
Alright. Gary?
I'm going to go Penrith because even their reserve grade is brilliant.
Yeah, Penrith for me. Not pick them.
That's what I mean. Credit's got to go to their coaching staff.
Yeah.
You mean Ivan Cleary?
Even if they're not good, if they're bad, they're still good.
And that's the thing, people go, oh, they only just won. Doesn't matter if you win or lose, like how much you win by.
A win's a win.
And they just...
They grind them out.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, they're going to be hard to beat, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I'll take the Panthers and I won't be in the doghouse. Saturday night we've got the North Queensland Cowboys versus the Brisbane Broncos.
It's going to be a ripper.
You know what? I'm going to feel there's an upset here.
You reckon?
Cowboys always play good against the Broncos at home.
They do. They do. But I'm only going to go on for Brisbane here because if the Knights do win, they do probably jump ahead of them.
And it's a day game.
Yeah.
I hope the Broncos win, but I've got a feeling Cowboys
Is that a
will.
day game, is it?
Yeah.
Broncos don't play well in the day.
That's right.
Very
And
good
it's
call.
Saturday, not Friday.
Very good call, that.
I'm going to take the Cowboys. Only just.
To me, there's still 24 hours in a day. Broncos. Men.
Yeah, probably the Cowboys. Cowboys are pretty hard to beat up there, so I'm taking the Cowboys.
Next one is all the way over in
WA.
WA. It's got the Dolphins against the Knights. It's a no-brainer for me.
No brainer for me.
Knights every week for me.
Yeah, not even fins up this week for you, mate.
Fins down.
Wow.
Swords up.
Swords up.
Swords up.
Oh.
Gary.
I wanted to go to the Dolphins, but the Knights have been playing too well. So I can go to the Knights.
The Rabbits up against the Cronulla Sharks.
South for me.
South.
Yeah, you can't go
Yeah,
past
South for me.
Parramatta and St George. This has got to be
Is that who we're playing
Got
this
nothing
week?
to lose, have they? So
pretty boring.
I think Parramatta will probably annihilate us because they tend to.
I reckon Parramatta will bounce back this week.
Yeah, they'll bounce back.
Yeah,
quite
Parramatta.
Guffo.
Sevo,
What's his name?
Moses.
Mitchell Moses. I was
Yeah.
going to call him Millhouse.
Yeah,
or something.
well, they'll have a field day against the Dragons.
Yeah, I reckon. And Hopgood to score a double.
Yep.
how good's he playing?
We're
Pretty
in,
good day.
And
Where'd he
we're-
come from?
Yeah, exactly, but 250,000.
I think
Worth more than that.
I think the Dragons are in big trouble this week.
That's the contract.
Otherwise you won't be there.
Wasn't he in the Origin?
He was.
Excuse me.
He was contention. Yeah. Yeah.
I do believe that somebody said at the start of the year, Hopgood will be in Origin next year. Yeah, do you remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
What have I
Who
said?
was it? Crazy lady.
That was me.
Was it you?
Yeah.
Crazy man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, I agree.
Anyway, moving on. The Raiders and West Tigers. This one's a...
Raiders. Raiders to bounce back.
I was going to say Raiders will bounce back, but I'd like to see them.
I'm going to take the Tigers. $4.
They were paying $8 last week and almost pulled South's pants down.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
reckon they can pull it off.
I'm going to go West.
Yeah.
And the game too.
Yep. I'm
I
going.
reckon they can, don't they?
I'm going the Tigers as well for an
Oh,
upset.
that's you. No. Yeah. Where you going, Tigers?
Yeah, Tigers. Yep.
Yeah, sweet. So who are we going to put the fridge on that game? Which is going to be the best game? I reckon this gets
Penrith for Melbourne, maybe.
Penrith Melbourne game.
Yeah. That's going to be a hard one. Melbourne.
All right, that's the game of the week to pick on is the Penrith Melbourne game. Yeah, but while we're also on the subject of giveaways and stuff like that, thanks to our good mates at Harry Schnitzels, we're giving you the chance to win lunch at Harry Schnitzels for you and your partner, or if you don't have a partner, you and your best friend. All you got to do is like and share the post up on our page of the Harry Schnitzel, as you see in front of you now, and yeah, like it and share it, and you're in the draw just to win. It's as simple as that. 2 of the best schnitzels around, and yeah, drinks and everything. Thanks to Harry Schnitzel. So yeah, get into it. If you don't want it, I'll have it.
And while we're on the subject, do you know who wins tonight's goes on the draw for the tattoo voucher tonight?
I don't know.
Hey, Jace.
Jason, he went for the go-karting.
Yeah, no, he was a good help. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a part of the show.
No, I believe Jace deserves a spot on this one.
Just ringing up for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
All right, Jason Pendlebury, you've won a spot on the draw for a tattoo voucher. So it's as simple as that, guys. You just ring up and just say what's on your mind, or you know, you could win. So yeah, don't forget the Harry Schnitzels. So we might take our last break for the night and come back and wrap it all up. All right, guys, welcome back, and time to wrap it all up. But bold predictions for the week, Gary.
Dylan Brown to score twice in a Parramatta win. First game back after his suspension.
That's pretty bold, considering he couldn't score once in that bar there, boy. Too soon?
Too soon.
Okay. Yeah, no.
7 weeks too soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon
missed him.
He'll have a...
We've missed him big time.
It makes it pretty hard for... Because he was with the coach's daughter. So, it makes it pretty hard to, be doing that on my daughter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The relationship would have to have took a strain.
Yep.
Time will tell.
Yep.
Corey.
Well, this will please you, mate. So Gamble to score a double, and Leo to score 1, and Bradman to score a double as well, and the Knights to win by about 30 over the Dolphins.
We haven't got that much paper to write all that down.
Yeah, but it's on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gamble a double and
Leo to score 1, and Brest to score 2 in a 30-point win over the Dolphins.
Is that a Gosling?
What happens?
Well then,
Gosling on the show.
You know, I'm going to have to eat something.
Your words.
Yeah. I have to go and swim with the dolphins. Which is not a bad idea. I wouldn't mind that.
I reckon 3 corn chips.
No.
He won't do that again.
I've already been there.
We haven't had one of them challenges for a while, so if anyone's got any challenge ideas out there, send them in to us. Gosling. Oh, sorry. Minion.
I'm going the Knights 13 plus, and Leo Thompson to score underneath the post. Then Brody Jones will come on in, and he'll even get a try.
Oh, I like both.
We're right behind you tonight. Well, he's making all these.
on my side.
Yeah. Well, you're playing Dragons, mate, so I can't.
Yeah, I'm going to go Gamble to score a double.
Just Gamble your favourite or what?
A little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw out to Brady to get one. That as well. So
Let's just hope he gets a bit more game time this time.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, big shout out to Broads. Hopefully you'll get over the line, mate. And get a good quality game in. But that's us for this week, guys. Don't forget, as I said, for Harry Schnitzels, and you can win the fridge.
And the gal too, every night's home game.
Yeah, actually, also, you can win the signed jersey from the gal. If you go down there and order a beverage during the night, when the Knights game, the nighttime happy hour, or buy something from the bistro, you go in the draw for a signed Knights jersey.
Easy as that.
Easy as that.
Enjoy yourself and could end up with a Knights signed jersey.
Yeah, so shout out to Mick and the gal. Beautiful place. So, if you can't get to the game, obviously, go down there and enjoy the happy hour and watch it on the big screen. So,
all our other sponsors.
Thanks to all of our sponsors. You know who you are. You see them throughout the show. Can't do it without you.
Thanks, Thirsty, last Saturday for your lovely hospitality.
Oh, how good's that pizza?
Yeah.
I didn't get
missed
it.
it.
No, I missed it.
No.
Hey, so the tears.
Yeah.
Need a tissue?
That's what do they call it? Stone
and wood.
Yeah. Stone fired.
Wood fire.
Wood's the beer.
Wood
Mate.
I wasn't even there. I don't know what it
wood
is.
fire.
Stone something. Stone base, and then You know, it's got ham, salami, sausage. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Chris was tucking into it. He loves the sausage.
Yeah, you asked for extra.
Yeah.
Extra sausage.
Yeah, no, it's good. You get extra meat on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So
Yeah, thanks to all our sponsors.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
till next week, I guess that's it for this week.
Yep, so-
And
On the Nighttime Podcast.
thanks, Minion.
Thanks, Smitter, for having me again.
And thanks to Crazy Lady, Adam, Christopher over there, and Gaz, and Pugsley. And once again, I must say another big shout out to Adam and Luke and the crew at
The Extreme.
Extreme Go-Kart.
Go-karting.
Yeah, fantastic.
Can't
If you've
wait.
never been, go.
Yeah.
And tell them that we sent you.
Nighttime.
They'll look after you. Anyway, guys, that's us for this week on the Nighttime Podcast.
Yep.
And until next week,
It's all about the league.
it's all about the league.
It's all about the league.
I'm very sorry, Adam.
I will come around
I'll come around,
and give you
give you
a reach around.
a reach around.
All is forgiven.
He won't use that as an outtake now.
They're so sensitive. You can hear the snail out there moving along the concrete. He's the man, Tyson Gamble. But,
Okay, ease up, big fella.
He's starting up.
oh, it's all bum.
Chris!
The you want to do the women's NRL?